Hi, welcome to Afternoon Tea. I'm Brittany Brownell. I am a birth and bereavement doula certified by Still Birthday, and I am the marketing director with Casey Women's Ministry.
I'm Madison Hobbs. I'm also a certified birth and bereavement doula through Still Birthday. I'm also a trained postpartum doula, and I am the doula operations director with Casey Women's Ministry.
Awesome. So welcome. Thank you for joining us today, taking some time out of your day to hang out. In this channel, we talk about all things birth, all things postpartum, all things mother, and all things doula. So today we are going to talk about birth affirmations. What are they? Why would I use them? And give me an example.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I closed out the window and it made me dark, and I liked it when I was bright. So we opened the window back up. See my face.
Yeah, I've got a light in front of me and a light behind me because I'm in the basement and day or night there's no light.
So. Yeah. I mean, I just have the one light, but normally I don't have, anything on the screen behind the video. And then I realized as I closed out of the window because it's white, and I was like, oh, now I'm really dark. I kind of liked that. We're going to bring that back. Back to affirmations.
Yes, let's get back to affirmations, our topic for today. What are they, Madison? Tell me a little bit about what an affirmation is.
So an affirmation is a word or a phrase, typically more a phrase than a word, but it's a phrase that can elicit a positive emotion. So a lot of times in birth, we use affirmations as phrases to empower the birthing parents and mothers while they're in labor, to bring about peace, to bring comfort. And there are so many different reasons that we might use them, but really just to elicit a positive response or positive emotion, and kind of try and help bring comfort through words.
Yeah, I love birth affirmations. I don't tend to use them a lot personally. I tend to, with my clients, it just comes out as, you can do this. You are strong. You are made for this. And that is an affirmation right there.
It is.
That helps the usually women who I'm supporting, that helps the women who I'm supporting pull it into themselves that, okay, I've hit a wall, but she says I can do this, so I must be able to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really bringing back that focus, and recentering your focus in lots of different ways. I also don't usually use birth affirmations a whole lot, just mainly because the clients that I've worked with don't really connect with them. Right. However, I have had clients who afterwards, after they deliver, tell me that they were, giving themselves affirmations, or whatever it was that I was saying was really helpful. And it just wasn't something that we could prepare for. It was just something that happened organically. That while they were in labor, they found a way, a phrase, a reminder to give themselves that helped them stay grounded, stay focused, and remain positive. And that's the whole goal of affirmations in general. We can prepare, or we can just kind of wing it. Yeah. Either way, it's still good.
Yeah. Some people like to use affirmations more of as a mantra. They just repeat it over and over and over to themselves, out loud or internally. It's something that, like Madison said, it's a reminder of why you're doing this, what's going on, helps to keep you grounded and focused.
Yes.
Keeps you in that moment so you can get through each moment as it comes, instead of worrying about what's going to happen in 5 minutes. Or they said, if my blood pressure spikes, I'm going to have to get on magnesium, and it has this side effect and this side effect, and I don't want that. And then you start to emotionally spiral and get out of control. So bringing that mantra in, bringing that affirmation into the birth space helps to keep one centered, keep you focused. Same thing with breath and breathing. That can be used as a mantra or as an affirmation. You know, keeping you focused and in the present is what we're trying to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think affirmations sometimes go right along with almost everything else that we're doing in a birth space when we're very trying to remain in the mind and trying to keep our mind focused. Affirmations, meditation, visualization, all of those kind of go hand in hand. And just to help, stay grounded and stay focused. Meditating through labor can be extremely helpful, and affirmations can help during meditation, get you into meditation, help you remain there, and help you just continue through labor in that state of peace. You can also have your doula or your support person repeating these affirmations, these mantras while you're meditating. And so sometimes when people meditate, they can't, they go into their own mind and they don't necessarily hear what's going on around you or around them, but you can still, your subconscious absorbs these affirmations, and a lot of times they will kind of come through during that meditation and be super helpful. So it all kind of goes hand in hand.
So Madison has something really fun that one of her previous clients gave her, and it's actually a card deck of affirmations.
Yeah.
Can you read some of them off to us?
Yeah, absolutely. So this deck is called the doula deck, and it has all of these cards that talk about really just different ways. It says practices for calm and connection in your pregnancy, birth, and new motherhood. So it comes with all of these cards, and there's 3 different sections. One for pregnancy, one for birth, and one for the postpartum, the new motherhood. And it has cards for affirmations, visualization, movement, breath work, just being mindful, meditation. Did I say that one? There's a whole bunch of these, and they're really just so amazing. I mean, if you're preparing, if you're a doula, this is going to be great. If you work with affirmations a lot, if you're preparing to have a baby, I know it says doula deck, but you might want it. It's extremely helpful. So some of these, the affirmations that are on the birth cards, not all of these are going to work for everyone. Not everyone's going to like them. And you only really need 2 or 3, maybe. Definitely one, that you can repeat kind of over and over. I know for me personally, some of these I personally don't connect with and I wouldn't use in my own labor. But I'll give a couple of examples. Let's see. So this one, I release any pressure to be perfect. I simply do blank because that is what's right for me. And it recommends that you repeat 3 times or as often as needed. And it gives a little explanation as well. So this one says, sometimes we can get caught up in what we think we should be doing rather than what we actually need. Take a moment to quiet the voices in your head and all around you. Place your hands on your heart and feel it out. And then that's where that affirmation goes. So you can really kind of personalize it, especially in the moment. These 2 are both about surrendering. This one says, I surrender to my own power and give gratitude to the honor of giving birth and being part of this miracle. And then this one, I surrender to my own power and unique journey. And I really like this one too. I'm just going to read them all because I like them a lot. I was only going to read like 1 or 2, and I'm just going to read them all. I think this is the last one though. I release control. I am patient and trust that my baby is choosing their perfect time and way to be born.
I like that one.
I love that, right? I was like, one. I'm not going to read that one. I love that one. I should have read it earlier, but not everyone's going to connect with all of these. Especially it depends on how you're viewing birth and how you're viewing your specific birth.
Mhm.
I know I've had clients in the past where they wouldn't like this one about trusting that their baby is choosing the perfect time and way to be born, just because that's not how they view birth. And that is totally okay. That's the beauty of these affirmations and all of these cards, is that some of these affirmations can go across the board. So some of the ones that you have in the pregnancy, you can also use in birth. For example, this one, my baby divinely chose me to be their mother.
You could totally use that through all 3 stages.
All 3 stages, yes. And even into, the teenage years and adulthood and, forever. If you're ever doubting yourself, you can have that affirmation. My child divinely chose me to be their mother. I have everything my child needs within me. I am enough.
I love that.
I love that too. I hadn't read the whole thing until just that second. Wow.
That's strong.
Oh my goodness. I personally love affirmations that are really, kind of short and powerful. The I am enough. I am everything I need.
Yeah, I'd be totally fine with just the I am enough. I am strong.
I'm strong. I'm capable.
That's why I have the shirt that's "You were made for this." I mean, that was why I made that shirt. That's one of my favorites. And it just, when I was pregnant, that one spoke to me so much of, you're made for this. You're made to be a mother. You're made to give birth. You were made to be the mother to this child.
Yeah.
And it's short and sweet, easy to remember. And it speaks to many different aspects of your life. You're made for this. Oh, I'm doubting my photography. You were made for this. You were made to do this. You're doubting your doula work. You're starting to get imposter syndrome for whatever job and role you do. You were made for this. This is your job. This is who you are. I love that.
Absolutely.
We put it in the birth context for ourselves, but I love that it can really be applied to everything.
Absolutely. I love that. I love when you wear that shirt. It always just makes me happy. Like,
me too.
You were made for this. I mean, this is what you were designed to do. This is what makes you happy and brings you joy.
Mm-hmm.
You were made for it.
You're made for it. You are strong. You are confident. You are capable. All of these are affirmations, and they're short. They don't have to be long.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones to use in labor, when I have a client who's struggling or finds themselves saying, I can't do this, I can't do this. My favorite is to say, you are doing it.
Yes.
An emphasis on, you already are doing it. You're doing it. I use that one a lot. And it's not one that we really prepare for, because we don't necessarily want to assume that someone's going to start spiraling or is going to have those feelings of doubt that I can't do this. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But it's one that I keep in my back pocket.
Yeah. I use that one every time they say that, actually. I mean, it's just it's not necessarily an automatic response, but it is, it's something that us doulas, it's ingrained in us to believe and trust in the moms that we're supporting, in the parents we're supporting, in these families. I trust that they can do this. They've made this choice to do it. They've made the choice, or maybe not, made the choice to get pregnant, but they've made the choice to continue the pregnancy. They've made the choice to bring this child into the world in whatever capacity that means. They're doing this. They chose to continue, and they're doing it. You are doing this right now. You might not think you're strong enough, but you are. Absolutely. You are doing this. You are strong enough to continue this.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. No, we all have our doubts. We all have our doubts.
Absolutely. In everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's where these affirmations become so powerful. Mm-hmm. Words are powerful. All we have to do is say one little phrase and it changes everything.
It can totally change the way you think about something too, the way you react to something. All right. Well, I think this was a great discussion. If anyone watching has some questions about birth affirmations or would like some information on where to access some birth affirmations, I know Madison has a fantastic reference that she gives out,
Yes.
and I have some that I give out as well. So reach out. We're happy to share. That's
Absolutely.
what we do. We share.
Yes, we do. We love it.
We do. We do. I enjoy it very, very much in empowering people, women, children, other adults, anyone.
Yes. And everyone.
So, well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Brittany.
I'm Madison.
And we are with Casey Women's Ministry. So shout at us if you need anything. We're always here.
Bye.